Welcome all to another reaction video. Now, I used to call these Friday reactions, but I think from now on I'm just going to dispense with the Friday because reactions wait for no one and this one is already late. So I'm just going to dive in head first with the Disney streaming service Marvel shows, and afterwards I'm going to talk about some news and some theories concerning the premises of these shows. So if you don't want even potential spoilers, I'll give you a warning before I get into that. So let's go.
It's time.
Zemo's back.
Wanda, welcome home.
This is really interesting. It's all going very fast.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Oh, my boy's back! Okay. Very happy with that. Very short, but that's what a perfect teaser is. It should get you excited while giving as little away as possible. Very excited to see Loki again because I thought there were a lot of things about his character they left unresolved in Ragnarok. Check out my video for more on that. Now, I didn't expect this to be the case since I'm not really interested in either character, but I am actually really intrigued by WandaVision. It looks like they're going to be getting really experimental with it, and that is exactly what I think Marvel needs. Experimentation and new ideas. I think Falcon and Winter Soldier looks okay. I'm really only excited about that one because I love both the characters. And I thought their on-screen dynamic in the movies was really funny.
Can you move your seat up?
No.
So happy to see them exploring that more. Okay, on to news and theories, so potential spoilers in 3, 2... That is not a 2! 3, 2, 1. Now, I don't have a lot of news about WandaVision. This seems to be the one they're keeping closest to their chests, but because Wanda's powers revolve around altering reality, I think this has the potential to be a more tongue-in-cheek version of Black Mirror. Now, when it comes to Loki, I have more interesting information. Now, there has been a casting call for an actress that has specifically been described as being blonde. Now, the most prominent female blonde character in the Thor comics is Enchantress. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Enchantress, her real name is Amora. She is an extremely powerful sorceress comparable to Loki himself, and she is in love with Thor and has the power to entrap him with her magic and is constantly trying to do that. Her powers in the comic are a little bit inconsistent because she's one of those characters that chops and changes a little bit depending on who's writing her, but she, in most iterations, has the power to control men. Her sister Lorelei, who appeared in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series, has the same power. So I think there's some interesting things they could do with that. Now, Sophia Di Martino has been cast in an undisclosed role, but most people are theorising right now that she's going to be Lady Loki, which I am so intrigued to see. Because I happen to believe that Loki's shape-shifting ability is quite integral to his character. It's a great way to cause mischief, and also he has quite a mercurial nature as well, so I can totally believe that he would wake up one morning and say, I'm going to be a woman today. Think about all the mischief he could get away with if he were a pretty girl. That is a scary thought. And I think Loki's shape-shifting abilities have kind of been underutilized because, like I said, it's a great tool for mischief making and it's really integral to who he is, especially in terms of the mythology.
Because I read about, your character Loki.
Yeah.
Didn't he have sex with a horse and gave birth? No, gave birth to an eight-legged horse.
I would pay double the price to see that. Now, on to Loki himself. We see him wearing a prisoner-looking uniform with the acronym TVA, which stands for Time Variance Authority. Now, if you remember, Loki in Endgame picked up the Tesseract and popped off with it. So I think he is now a fugitive from time, and the Time authorities are trying to patch up any holes the Avengers' time-travelling shenanigans left over. That is another thing I really hope these shows address, is the impact of the snap. Lastly, I don't know that much about the Falcon and Winter Soldier series except for the appearance of John Walker, who's going to be the new Captain America. What I hear you say? But Steve bequeathed that legacy to Sam. Well, the government disagrees with that choice and wants to install their own Captain America puppet instead. The government is not just going to slink away quietly and say, well, hero's got a hero. This could be really interesting, and I hope this means they're going to include Thunderbolt Ross, because he is a character who has been great, but hasn't lived up to his potential yet. Gonna see him in Black Widow though, so I'm looking forward to that. Don't know how Zemo is going to fit into all this, but excited to see Daniel Brühl again. I don't think this will happen, but I really want to see more of Wakanda in this show, because Bucky was basically given asylum there and given the title White Wolf, which is a real thing in the comics, but wildly different. I might do a video on that one day. I really think there's a lot of potential with the Wakandan king supporting Bucky and Sam, but Wakanda's integrating into the world right now, so there's a lot of political push and pull going on, and a lot of great potential for some Wakandan espionage, and again, a lot of potential for more Wakandan characters. I mean, there are so many in the Black Panther comics. Loads of little ones that you can't really justify putting into a movie, maybe, but that you can absolutely do a ton with in a show. Again, I don't think they're going that route, but there is so much potential there. What do you think? Because I really want to talk more about this. Do you have any news that I missed? Do you have any theories that you think are better than mine? Most theories are better than mine. I swear, if I had time to write fanfiction, I would already have 2 chapters of Wakandan espionage mixed with Winter Soldier angst. Oh, you just didn't get the attention you deserved, did you, sweet pie? Anyway, everyone, like and subscribe, leave all your news, theories, and comments below, and keep your eyes peeled for my video on the history of Batman's no-killing rule, its importance, and its impact on comics. See you soon.